Hello, my sweet dreamers. I decided to make a quick video this morning. I'll probably upload it sometime Wednesday. I thought this diary here that has kind of a spacey design, spaced out, sort of like a cloudy skies or a universe, would be really nice. And I never used it really. It was in the clearance section. And I thought it would make some nice sounds. I was watching some videos about how the internet works, which it fascinates me. And I started thinking about things like that. People don't realize how when you do a search, or you're watching this video right now, for example, and you scroll through YouTube and you're selecting my video, it's stored in servers that Google owns in these huge data server rooms. And it's stored on hard drives, just like you'd see in a computer, these hard disk drives. And they're stored in these rooms, which are cooled by these coils, and air conditioning units. And all of our data is stored in those servers everywhere, all across this world. And some people go, well, can it be sent by satellite? That would be more inefficient. I mean, GPS, global positioning system, yes, that works through an integration of satellite and internet, but if you're using Google servers or a phone, for example. But when you use your device to pull up this video, it's actually giving the IP address or Internet Protocol address, which is a list of codes, 192.1.whatever. And each URL address is represented by those codes as well. And this video has a URL. You select it, and that URL is requested. And along with the device information, the IP device information in your device. And it's sent out, if you're at home right now, for example, it's sent through your router, and then the request is sent through electromagnetic waves to the router. Then it's transferred into light through the optical fiber cables. The fiber optics cables goes out of the router, out of the cables from your house, and then to the ISP, or the internet service provider that you have. And the ISP has these DNS servers, basically. They have local servers that then request it to be routed all across this world. And those beams of light actually transmit those packets of data you requested with the device information. And they go separated everywhere. And then they sometimes go to 6 or 7 different locations, trying to find the best version, basically, I guess, of the video you're looking for. And then it finds the video in those servers, and then requests the copy to be streamed to you. And then it reverses that process. It goes all across these fiber optics cables, and then back to through all of those places I just mentioned, and then back to your router and back to the device. That's a short and sweet version. But just search how the internet works, and you'll find out different videos on it. You'll find all kinds of videos. And you don't think about it when you select, oh, there it is. Select play, there it is. Cast it, play it, select video. Or select especially live streaming channels. That goes through so much more. But no one really thinks about, the cloud is a term that really is misused because they think of out there or up there. But really it's just a bunch of computers, and those computers store the data on those hard drives in server locations. that's what everything runs through. Like if you tell the Google speaker or Amazon speaker to do something, takes your voice, breaks it down to numbers, codes, and then goes through all that process I just mentioned to turn on a light or turn off a light or a socket or an air conditioner or cast a video or whatever you say, it's going through that process, and it's pretty amazing, really. But technology is also headed in a direction that can be very dangerous as well. Like the identity theft that happened with the magnetic stripe cards. That was dangerous. Then they came up with the microchip, the chip cards, and those create a new code. You should look that up, by the way, how chip cards work and how debit transactions work. Credit servers take 2 days or more to process. The debit servers take less time. They're instant. But, for example, like when you put your card in the terminal, the reader, that card puts a set of individual codes out, and then sends it to your bank. Your bank then sends back a list of codes, and if they match, it's like okayed, and then it agrees to take that amount of money out to go to that merchant, and then the merchant's bank agrees to take it, and then it's like an agreement that you're going to pay it, and it's agreed, and it goes. But they come up with these individual codes and a transaction ID and all these things that are more secure than it was when you're just swiping the card, where that magnetic strip that holds your data can be reversed and stolen, and the microchip, the chip card, is less likely for that to happen. It's not impossible, but it's less likely. Personally, we prefer to go to the ATM if we're fortunate enough to have the money on hand in the bank. Then we just draw it out and use it when necessary, use the cash when necessary, unless we have to use a debit transaction. Like a lot of the companies have made us go toward, paperless billing and automatic bill pay, or, well, the phone company did, AT&T did, but they told us they'd take a certain discount off of our bill if we did that, so we did. We'd already gone paperless with the billing, but as far as the auto pay, we never did do that. They started that requirement if you want the discount. They started it this month. But anyway, I usually go on the bank app or the websites of the companies, the electric company, the internet company, the phone company. Mama usually paid it by phone. She called them up and she paid it by phone, but now it's automatic. Starting this coming month, it's automatic. Starting this month, it's automatic. But we pay the loans over the internet. We pay the bills over the internet mostly. And no one thinks about all of what's going into the process of how you select okay, and then you select pay, and then it's instant. I mean, no one thinks about the complexity, really, of how the internet works. I mean, it's all great unless you don't have the money in there, and we've had fearful times in the past where that happens. But when you select a video, like I mentioned now, and you select that video, and then it goes through all these different routes to get it. The router, routes your packets of data through the internet, and then a lot of people say, well, the video's on the internet. Actually, it's on servers on a network of supercomputers, basically, that house data at data centers in these hard drives in the servers, and then you access that through the internet. So it's quite complex. Like when you're watching this video right now, it's something to think about that people just don't think about how complex it is. It's really cool and the dangers of it. It can be used for, a totalitarian society, or in the future, not too far away, it's possible to be used. It's they're doing that now, but you can use it for, nefarious purposes, and that convenience turns into an inconvenience for us. Then, if you don't agree with this, that, or the other, they could shut you off. And one country, Switzerland, just went microchip their citizens, and then they went completely cashless, and the ramifications of that particular type of a society can lead you toward negative control and a totalitarian situation, like the 1984 George Orwell situation. But it's amazing how the internet works. That kind of thing fascinates me, anyways. I thought this made some nice sounds. It's supposed to rain today and tomorrow again, and then clear up again. It's been very fall-like, and then now we're going to have some summer-like temperatures coming back with 4 or 5 days at the end of the 7-day forecast in the 90s. So if you would like a no-talking version of this, then let me know. I had some of these. This trail mix. It's pretty good. Too expensive, if you ask me. Way too expensive, but it has. My mama likes the cranberry mix for $6. If you can find it, it's more difficult to find. But this has dried cranberries, almonds, pumpkin seeds, and it's the shell-less pumpkin seeds. We got some pumpkin seeds, but they're extremely salty, and that's just, but pumpkin seeds, fancy cashews, pecans, and pistachio kernels. My mama loves the cranberry cravers or cranberry, whatever it is. I got these, but they're not. They're very salty. Roasted pumpkin seeds. I mean, when you have almost 5,000 milligrams of sodium per pack, that's kind of ridiculous. But anyway, these almonds. Pistachios, almonds, cashews, cranberries, and this is the inside of a pumpkin seed. I like them. faithful subscribers. Sweet dreams. And I love you all. Sweet dreams. Subscribe, like, share, utilize the link if you'd like, and leave your comments below. And thanks for the support. Sweet dreams, everyone.